force, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
Hello! I had to look over at the same time to make sure that the screen switched. I am Richie, here for Speeding Bullets Repackaged, joined by some psychopath who likes to run for fun.
That's true. I do enjoy running for fun. It's Tupper. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hey, YouTube. What's going on? Good to see you. Welcome to the Toy Show with Pep. Speeding Bullets Repackaged. Oh, we're so happy to be here. Richie, I'm super excited this week because, number one, I have a toy to review, and we're going to talk about that later. Obviously, very exciting. Mm-hmm. But the real reason I'm excited is because it's the start of fall weather, and it is no longer 35 degrees outside. Hot. It's now just like seasonal temperatures, maybe even some days a little below seasonal, and this is my jam because fall is the season, the best season of all. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Also, another reason I'm excited is because it's fall, is that means that the Halloween candies are out and the Halloween cereals are out.
Yes. Count Chocula.
So we got to get ourselves some Count Chocula and some Frankenberry. I'm starting that journey.
Quick note for people that may not watch the other show or listen to the other show because we don't put it up on YouTube. But Tupper and I will be joined by our other co-host Jamie at Ottawa Comic Con on September 6th at 8:15 p.m. on Meeting Room B, doing our first live podcast, talking about what Comic-Con means to everyone, an interactive discussion. So join us there if you're in Ottawa, or come to Ottawa and see us.
If you're going to Ottawa Comic-Con, you should stay on the Saturday to see us. Listen, so I will say this: if you this is the first you're hearing it, and you want to go to Ottawa Comic-Con, and you buy tickets to go to Ottawa Comic-Con just to see us at Panel Room B at 8:15 on Saturday, September 6th, you are insane. We should be friends. Bring money. I have a prize for you.
It's true.
That's what I will say. So if you weren't planning to go to the convention and you're watching this video, which thanks for watching, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Get that reminder. Subscribe. Ding, ding, ding. If you come to the show specifically because we mentioned it here on this channel, I'm gonna give you something for free. So I'm gonna give you something for free.
I had someone.
There's no one that's gonna do this.
Yeah. If it happens, we'll be amazed. I had something else that had popped in my brain, but it has immediately left. So I guess we'll just start, because there was something I was like, oh, before we start, I gotta say this, and then Tupper was talking too long, so I forgot.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're friends with me.
That's right. Yeah.
I have a problem.
So we will start off. Ooh, where's my mouse? There it is. Because Stream Deck is still not fucking fixed. Just saying.
Boo, Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Boo.
But
boo.
We're going to start.
But that's not going to stop us.
With our coming soon.
Oh, yeah. It's the coming soon. You know it. You love it. It's on your Spotify and Apple playlist. It's great and great. You got it for free?
Yes. I only actually remember parts of this show that I have pre-prepared, because it was sometime last week when I got back from vacation that I had prepped it, and I'm like, I have everything prepped except for Tupper's review stuff that we'll talk about later, which I put last just because I'm a jerk. And
saving the best for last, buddy. I know what you're doing. I'm on to you.
But yeah, so I remember some of the things I put in here. Some of this will be a surprise to me as we go along. So
those are my favorite kind of shows, when it's like, what's coming up next? So let's just get right into it.
So first up, we got this Batman the Animated Series Mad Love 2-pack, Harley Quinn and the Joker. Of course, this Mad Love pose is an iconic Harley and Joker pose, originally done by Alex Ross. I haven't been into the whole animated series figures either for Batman or Superman. This is really cool looking though. So if the animated line is your jam, then I would say pick this up. But
Yeah, I'm with Richie. I'm not. I do love the animated series. It's one of the greatest cartoons of all time. Do I have any action figures based on that animation style? I do not. Am I interested in that? No, I am not. But this is a very cool set. It's got, again, you get your Harley, you get your Joker. It's a Tux Joker, and it's, some hands and some those. What are those? I can't see.
There's playing cards that have
playing cards.
No, sorry, they're just cards that have Joker and Harley on them. Sorry.
What are those colored things underneath his hands?
Oh, those are Harley hands.
Harley hands. Okay, so she gets a bunch of hands. He gets a bunch of hands.
Yeah.
Cards. Yeah. This is a nice set. It's articulated. Sure, but not for us.
Yeah. Next up, already up for pre-order. Wasn't when I put this when I prepped the show, but it is up for pre-order now. This is the Rebirth Batman. There were also other images since I grabbed this one, but I was a little too lazy to add it in to the show. There is a head, an unmasked head that comes with it, so you can have like an uncowled Bruce look. This is something that I might be like, if I see it on the shelf, I might be like, yeah, I'll grab that. But as it stands, I have not pre-ordered it. So I do like.
I'm with you.
I do like the Rebirth outfit. It's not a slam on the design of the that era of Batman's costume or uniform, whatever you want to call it. The figure isn't saying like, "Hey, pick me up." So, but if I see it in person, it might be different.
I'm going to tell you what my problem with this toy is that the emblem is painted on and it's not an actual sculpt. And that's what's keeping me from loving it too much. Is I do like this design as well. I like this uniform, but because it's just a painted on emblem, kind of not fucking with it. Yeah. And I think that's the problem. If it had been sculpted on and it had some three-dimensional elements to it, I would absolutely be on.
That's a fair criticism. I didn't notice that, but you have the better eye for those things. To go with the Rebirth Batman, there is the Rebirth Batmobile that I do really like because it kind of combines a lot of the best of different Batmobiles together. It's kind of got the animated animated series feel to it, but it's got like the Batman head from like the 60s era in it.
I mean, admittedly, I can't find a lot of fault with this design. It's not for me, but I think they did a really, but I think they did a really wonderful job of combining the modern aesthetics and referencing a couple of different Bat histories in their creation of it. So I'm glad it exists. But even if it was something where I had the space, it's not really my favorite design. But I appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
Next up, we've got some Mafex Deadpool and Wolverine stuff.
These motherfuckers, these fucking things, these things of beauty, these beautiful babies that are $90 plus tax. Oh my God, they're so great.
They are pretty awesome.
I mean, okay, Richie, here's the real question though. Like, are these awesome enough that you're gonna, jump into the Mafex thing and spend $90 plus tax?
I don't know.
The Deadpool coming with the Wolverine claws like he does at the beginning of the movie is cool. Really dope.
That is that is definitely a misstep for the one the Deadpool and Wolverine one that I got for the movie, for like the Marvel Legends one. But it's hard because these are larger scale too, aren't they?
No, they're about 6.5 inches. So they are in scale with all the stuff for Hasbro. But these are premium figures, and they have a lot of articulation. They're nice. They're well designed. The sculpts are really, really great. There's no downsides. But this is a $90 to $100 figure plus tax. It is not cheap. It is definitely at a higher price point. So you do have to ask yourself, hey, do I want to spend $100 on a toy?
Yeah.
And lots of people do. That's why they make them. Mafex is very popular. They're one of the better toy lines as far as like likenesses and the stuff that comes out for movies and TV shows that are popular. But it is out of my price range. But I'm like, okay, like my theory is there's a Mafex something coming along that you're going to be like, I can't say no to this. And I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, there might be something. I will someday probably dip my toe into the Mafex line. We'll see. About that.
I feel like you will, especially next year, where again we're transitioning away from Mcfarlane, and we have to see what Mattel is going to be doing. You may be like, I'm not super interested in the first lines of the Mattel DC Universe figures. You might be like, I have a little extra cash. Well, hello, Mafex. What is this? I'm interested. So yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Next up, we got some Marvel Legends. The first one being this Invincible Iron Man 2-pack with Mandarin in there with his not racist look.
It wasn't super racist, but it was just perhaps again created by white dudes. Without
we'll say it was problematic. We'll say
problematic.
That. Yeah.
Yes. Problematic would be great.
It comes with another head where he looks older. He's got some effects for his hands, and he's got 2 sets of extra hands that he comes with. I do like that pose there with him in the older look.
I mean, this is just. The Mandarin figure is new. I think the Iron Man is just a re-release of a mashup of a couple of the other Iron Man figures. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into
I'm not
this.
Jazzed by it.
It feels like it's a very like, sure, we're making it. Let's throw it out there. But I don't really have any interest, and I'm a little confused as to why they put it out in the first place. Mm-hmm. But that's Hasbro for you. I mean. Throw a bunch of shit at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah. It's not something that's kind of like I did like that like classic like Iron Man landing pose. They did that really well, and for a second I was like, do I want that? But then I was like, nah, I don't want that. I was just what's the word I'm looking for? Excited by a fancy pose. There we go.
Is that all it takes? Is to get you into something? Is something posed like comic or film accurately?
I'm a very easy man.
Richie, easy mark. Easy mark, Richie. Just a nice photo, and he's just like, oh my God, I have to put that on my shelf. And I mean, here's Captain Picky over here is like, the emblem isn't 3 dimensions, so I'm not even going to consider getting it.
You're talking about the guy that last week I picked up the Iron Man because I liked it because it was shiny.
Yeah. This is also why it's perfect for us to do this, because you have 2 people who really love toys, but I am very particular, and Richie is just like, woo, new. Which is why we have a segment called Shit Bitch You Bought This Week, because he is like, woo, shiny, I gotta put this on my shelf.
Yeah, and I don't play HeroClix anymore, so that money's gotta go somewhere.
It's great. So it's great. This is much better for me too, because I was never into HeroClix, but obviously I'm into action figures. Yeah. So this works out better for everybody, Richie.
Because otherwise we wouldn't have the show.
We wouldn't have this show. Fuck HeroClix. Yay, action figures.
Now, I did see that they're releasing some HeroClix, Thundercat HeroClix. And I was kind of like, ooh.
Thunderclix?
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. But now for something that I did totally pre-order. And that is the Maximum Deadpool. Part of it is, now I will say, I don't think this is the best Deadpool figure, but I do like it. It gets extra points because it comes with dupe and the array of weapons. But I also kind of just also want to get it so we can review it for the show, because we've done the other 2 Maximum series. So I'm like, I can get it.
It's true. I mean, look, it's not. I don't think it's a bad figure at all. It's not something that I like, because I really like the Deadpool from the movie that I got, and that's how I got really into Deadpool, was through the films with Ryan Reynolds. So through the comics was never my thing. But you know what? Honestly, it is a nice figure. Comes with a lot of accessories. I'm very
I like that it
Very
has
interested to see.
like gunshot effects attached to the
Yep.
weapons. That is very
Yep.
cool.
Blast effects.
The,
Always a good thing.
the one thing that does put me off is I'm not a big fan of the Deadpool look with the big brown pouches. But everything else in this makes it like cool enough that I'm like, I can forgive the big brown pouches.
You also might get it in hand and go, wow, like the brown doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
the pouches don't bother me, and it might really be, you might be super jazzed by it. I mean, again, we did like that the Maximum Spider-Man and the Maximum Hulk too, even though it does feel like I've seen a lot of reports about the plastic on the Maximum Hulk peeling and not working out so well. But I also would say that I did say that the third figure would be an Iron Man figure. Obviously, it is Deadpool, and you know what? I wasn't right, and that's okay. I feel like this was
I like how
probably
there's
the right one.
the stand for Dupe, so he can float. That is very cool. I
don't know shit about Dupe. I don't know nothing about Dupe.
He's a very obscure, well, not so obscure, but a very cool, obscure-ish X-Men character.
I know he's related to Deadpool, and he's comes from the X-Force comics and everything. I know about the origin. I just don't know anything about like what he does or
and
who he is, or
language,
even if he is his proper pronouns. Is he a they? Are they?
I can't remember, but I think he's a he. His language is also like these nonsense letters, and that's how all you ever see written for him to speak. But other characters, it's like Groot, other characters can understand him and speak back to him type thing. So, so that's it for the Maximum Deadpool. But one thing that I thought was super funny that came up for coming soon, because we were literally just talking about a Mysterio that I saw in Quebec City for $139.99, but now they're doing this re-release of the Mysterio, and it does have some cool effects that the other one doesn't have, but there is a difference that this one doesn't have, that like a detailing that this one doesn't have. Now, if you look on this second photo, you see the green on his suit is kind of missing the like the yellow lines, like the pattern lines going up and then across. So that is missing from the suit, but the extra heads and the effects are really cool, and I think that makes up for that. Because if you look at this, like look at what you can do with the effects there, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm interested. Again, if I was collecting Spider-Man villains or interested in Spider-Man action figures of the whole, not just Spidey, this I think this is a win, and we also think it's hilarious because Richie was telling me about seeing Mysterio for $140. There's no way that dude's going to be able to sell that Mysterio for $140 when this comes out, and I find that to be hilarious. Don't mark your shit up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Because listen, there's no way that Mysterio figure from before is worth $140.
No.
There's just no way. I would believe 70.
Yeah.
140? Fuck no.
No.
So good luck to you, dude that lives in Quebec City, on selling that figure for $140.
That's at the Imaginaire in Quebec City.
It ain't valued at that once this guy comes out. It probably isn't valued at that now.
Yeah, he probably saw that. It's like, oh, motherfucker, I'm going to have to load
God damn it.
But yeah, once...
Why? Zut alors is French. Zut alors. And now I have to reprice this. Again, I just like to remind everyone watching this on YouTube that Richie and I both have heavy French backgrounds, and we are allowed to make fun of the French.
Exactly.
I am 50% French. Richie is some percentage. His last name is French. He gets a pass.
Yeah.
He could be 10% French. His last
I
name
was
is
born
Lefebvre.
on
He
Saint
gets a
Jean
pass.
Baptiste Day.
There you go. You get a pass forever. I get a pass forever. So if you are watching this and you are French, je suis désolé, but I'm going to make fun of you because I am that thing as well. Love you.
That's what I got to add to it.
We're the worst. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's like on The Simpsons. En français. Sorry, we got derailed there for a second.
Don't make me go into my French waiter whole thing. Because I will do it.
Now a figure that kind of surprises me because X Factor itself is kind of more on the lesser known side of the X-Men stuff. But
Very true.
I would say Strong Guy is not the most well-known X Factor person, and I'm kind of surprised they're making a figure, but at the same time, it kind of looks cool, and it kind of is the only figure that actually should probably have a set of weights with it.
Well, it is from, I think, a trading card set where Strong Guy is like holding up the that giant weight thing, just as to prove that he is Strong Guy. I'm not thrilled with this figure, even though I do like Strong Guy. And that run of X Factor with Multiple Man and Wolfsbane is actually excellent. Peter David wrote it, and Quicksilver's in it. It's exquisite. And if you can find it in trades, I highly recommend it. I'm not jazzed about this figure because it's clearly using legs from that have pins in them. So that's reused from a couple of years ago because they've been doing pinless now for like 2.5 years. And I'm not thrilled that it's reusing old.
I do
parts.
like that the weights have the ability to bend, so it looks like that is a cool detail. I will give them that.
I would also say that if this is priced, in the $40 range, then I think it's totally fine. But obviously, with tariffs and shit going up as far as pricing goes, you're probably looking at somewhere between $45 and $50 for that Strong Guy. And I don't really think it's valued at that, unfortunately. So I'm glad that they did a remake or a redo on it. But I do feel like you're getting old legs, and I don't know if that's going to be worth the $45 to $50 that they're going to be charging over there at Hasbro. So nice try, but fall short.
Yeah. Very quick preview from X-Men 97 from Mondo. This Mr. Sinister. I've got only a couple images, but the main one shows all of the stuff that it comes with.
Holy fuck. I just got to say this. If anyone watching this video is associated with Mondo and can get us free figures from Mondo so that Richie and I can review them on the show,
we will do
us
that.
Up. I love Mondo toy stuff. I just want to see how it works. Like, it's just great stuff. And I mean, obviously these are 12-inch figures. They are priced accordingly. There's so many accessories, but they are just works of art. There hasn't been a Mondo figure that I've seen that we've talked about on the show, or that I've seen before we started doing the show,
that I hasn't been impressed with. Yeah.
Knock my shit off. Like, they're just so good. And they take a lot of care in creating and crafting their figures. And yes, they are at a higher price point, but man, it's just beautiful work. I do really feel like you get value with it. So it's not something that's in my price range. It
really drives home, you get what you pay for, saying, and that's on a positive side. Whereas, like, you are paying a higher price, but all of the stuff that it comes with, and the detail and the accuracy, it just makes it worth that price tag. So
yeah, and honestly, I've never heard anyone bad-mouthing Mondo as far as the quality of those figures goes. So yeah, we want them. We want some. Put them in our hands so we can talk about them. So if you have the hookup, let us know. Mention it in the comments. Go in the comments and make a comment.
Oh, I don't know if you watched last week's episode, Tupper, but did you see the flashing number that I put up?
I did not yet do that. I've been a little busy. I will watch it.
There's a couple visual things that I added that.
I'm so proud of you for pumping up. This is a visual medium. That's why I do my hair and makeup. I'm actually 95. This is all makeup. This is all CG, no AI, because we only do that with the other podcast. Yeah. For audio.
Audio.
Yeah,
and that's
only all visual.
That's only to clean up the stuff that I don't want to clean up in editing. So, like, I'm not taking somebody's job. It's still my job that I don't get paid for. Anyway.
You're goddamn right. Fuck AI. Yay us.
I will say that the next few figures I put on there just for the sake of they kind of look funny and cool, and they're turtles. So, because I'm not familiar with this because this is from a comic book run from the Turtles, but there's this Cyborg Donnie the cyborg Donatello. Kind of looks like the cyborg parts of him come from Mausers, I will have to say. That's the immediate thought that I have.
I don't like that.
Looks pretty cool, and like even on the back of the shell, it looks cool. These look really cool. I don't think I'll pick these up, but I just wanted to kind of show them and be like, yeah, these are out there and they're a thing that exists. And
Richie, you also do have turtle toys.
I do.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility that you will see these in store and go, maybe I will. Again, shiny new things.
That's true.
Which is hard.
I do have a couple turtle
like
things, and there is a Wolfman Raphael that I kind of want that's out there, and I've been seeing it on Amazon, kind of going like fluctuating up and down in price. The next thing that directly related with the cyborg Donnie leads to the Raphael as Shredder, which I'm kind of like super curious about this, but it looks really cool, especially the image on the right with his face half burnt.
Yeah.
So
I don't know anything about this storyline, but I do love that they've gone with a lot of the alternate history or alternate universe stories to make into action figures. And you know what? Like, there's been some really cool.
Yeah, there's some really cool turtle stuff out there.
You have a bunch of them. So not a ton.
I picked up the what was it? The Shredder Dracula, just because it was really cool looking, and then I picked up the Super Turtle, just because it was a turtle and it was a superhero. So they're both things that are up my alley.
And what an alley it is, Richie. What an alley.
It's scary there too. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
It's also a little It's a little moist.
It's a lot moist.
And I don't use that term. I don't use that term lightly. So if I'm saying it, that's the way it works.
Now the next thing is funny. Like I just put them. I'm including them because they are funny, and because kind of nostalgia. But that's the Scooby-Doo figures, and I have to say, when I first saw these images, I was like, couldn't they have taken better pictures? Like, look at all that glare on the boxes. Until I started going through the pictures, and I'm like, oh, those are like fog clouds. Okay.
It does look like lighting. It does.
Yeah.
I love that it is fog, though.
Yeah.
I love that that's the effect and that's what it looks like with the photos. I dig these. If I was somebody who had a little bit more money, everyone in the 70s and 80s, all of us Gen X kids, we grew up with Scooby-Doo, and I still love Scooby-Doo to this day. I would get these. I do love Scooby-Doo. I think these are very well done. They remind me of those serial action figures from Jada Toys. Is this Jada Toys?
Yeah, it is Jada.
There you go. That's I love that style. I think they really nailed the look here. I think it's beautiful stuff. I'm really into this. I think these are great. Great job.
Yeah, here's the creeper. One of the I like how it has like the unmasked face too, and like the like a stretched mask comes with it as well. I'm not sure if
it's old man Winters.
Yeah. You got
old man Winters.
I do.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you lousy kids.
I do have to say I do like the box art on these, and I also like on the back of the box how they combined art with the image of the figure posed. It's really cool. The last one here being the mummy of Enka, and I can't remember the villain's real name in this one, but of course you've got his face there as well.
This is great. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
I think these are very collector-friendly boxes. It's one of those rare cases, again, we are people that take our toys out of the box, and I find it bizarre that people leave them in there.
Mm-hmm.
But it is definitely one of those cases where you do not throw out this box. I think the box is gorgeous and would look really great on the shelf empty with the figure standing beside it or near it. This is again, I think this is I don't know, it just tickles me in all the right ways. I love this. I'm super happy it exists. Well done, Jada Toys. This is great. This is great. Great stuff.
Yeah. Now for something that Tupper doesn't care about, but I am definitely gonna get, and you guys will extra understand in shit Richie bought this week. But this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition line, a new set of toys that's come out. They've already come out with the Automorpher versions of the characters, which are kind of dumb looking. But there's a 6-pack of all 6 original Rangers coming out. And as soon as I see this, I will be picking it up. And it's already out in the States. In the States, it's priced at $69.99 US. So I'm probably looking at 80 something here. But it's got, like I said, all 5 original Rangers plus the Green Ranger that was added later on, who is the best Ranger. But they come with all their weapons. They also have their guns, which they have their blasters, which they have the holsters for. They're sized at 5.25 inches, which is kind of an odd scale. But
that's right. Your Marvel Legends can beat up those Power Rangers toys because they're short. They're all short kings. Yeah. That's what it is. It's just a setup of short kings.
But I like they each have their own individual box within that big 6-pack. And here's the Blue Ranger. I like the pose on the grass that they've done with these Rangers, and there's all kinds of stuff that's coming out with the Power Ranger Reignition line.
So what would one say that you are excited about getting the keys to your Reignition?
Yes, this is my Reignition.
Yes, that is an R. Kelly reference, everybody, from two white dudes. You can't let him go when that kind of reference comes along. No. So fuck R. Kelly, but that's a solid joke. That for me is a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. So,
or if we're grading it on a different scale, 5.25.
But these I will definitely pick up right away. Like, I've already let my EB Games know. I'm like, if these just pop up and we don't see them on the site, I want it. So just hold it for me. So
I still think it, and I mean, we've talked about this on other podcasts before, but I am going to bring it up here because it's the first time we talked about it here on the video podcast. Is that it's very bizarre because Richie is a year younger than I am. I am 46. He is 45. And Power Rangers, when it came along, was like I was not into it. My brother was into it, and he is 8 years younger than I am.
Because it came out in 92 or 93, so I was 12 or 13.
Yeah, like it was 94.
Yeah.
Richie. So you were in junior high school. Yeah. And it was just like, it's just weird because it's like I'm not into it, and I didn't like it at all. But like 1 year difference.
I will say,
and Richie's like, yes,
it was like a guilty pleasure amongst me and a few friends because like not a lot of people we knew liked it, but we loved the shit out of it. So,
and I think it is also the fact that because I think I watched more kung fu movies before that time than you did, and I think that's why you were able to get into it, because it was like, oh my god, punching and kicking and fighting, and I was just like, where's the blood?
Yeah,
I want the violence, and it just wasn't. It was too cartoony and kiddie. So I'd seen martial arts before that, and I think that's why you end up liking it, because you didn't have the same experience that I did.
That's true.
That's why I don't make fun of you too much for your Power Rangers obsession.
Go Power Rangers! I've got Vanessa singing that.
Still a great theme song. Still one of the best theme songs of all time.
If you remove the lyrics, not even all the lyrics, some of them it sounds like but like the music alone, it is a fucking banger, and I will defend that to my death.
The song is so good, I put a reference to it in my comic book series.
Nice.
That's how good the song is, and I have no love for Power Rangers, so that's the power of the Power Rangers theme.
Yeah. But we will go into...
It's that time. Here it is, dubstep.
Shit, Richie bought this
Dubstep in all of your face, motherfuckers.
There we go. All right, back down. I still don't have, my Stream Deck working properly, so I've got to scroll through all these slides. But I did save the Power Rangers stuff last for a reason in the coming soon, and that's because, obviously, in the Reignition line, I picked up all 5 Zords. Now, I will say, initially, when I saw these, because I saw them in Montreal Comic Con, Import Dragons, who are a distributor that deals with EB Games, had them there. And at first I was like I didn't get a good look at them. And they were kind of like too on the toy looking side for me. But once they got in store and I started looking at them, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I didn't get these when I was a kid because, I was older, on the older side, liking these. So I was like, and plus, my parents wouldn't buy them for me. But I was like, I fucking need...
Those bastards.
I need the Megazords. I
was teasing Richie a little bit because, again, my brother was into Power Rangers, and he had all of these. He got the full box set back in the 90s where they were all included together. So this is something that I've seen before. This is something that I've played with. I get no interest because I was not obsessed with Power Rangers, but I don't begrudge Richie for getting this. Yeah. So
the Mastodon comes with the Power Sword. So I will go through them. Like I may have taken too many pictures of these, but you'll have to deal with it. So
he's just like, I just love my Power Rangers so much. And I was never expecting to see them like this. So I don't know why this is the voice.
Why am I suddenly an 80-year-old woman?
When I was a kid, we had the Power Rangers, and they were just really great. And I'm happy to have them again.
This is my favorite way to pose the pterodactyl on its own because it's kind of like it's attack mode. So a pterodactyl, also not a real dinosaur, by the way. Pterodon is the in fact real dinosaur. Also a Brontosaurus, also not a real dinosaur. That was a mixture of Diplodocus and a couple of other animals. Yeah. So Brachiosaurus, yeah.
We didn't know.
A saber-toothed tiger, also not a dinosaur. Neither is a mastodon, for that matter. But the Yellow Ranger had the mastodon, Triceratops, the Blue Ranger's the Blue Ranger's Zord, in a few different poses for you guys there, and then of course
a lot of photos.
Tyrannosaurus. Know what I should have done. I should have gotten all the morphing sound effects where they're saying their animal when they morph. The Tyrannosaurus is probably the coolest of them all, at least until they make the Dragon Zord. But now, the part you've all been waiting for is them forming into the Megazord itself. Because
it's just Voltron for the 90s.
It's true.
That's all.
It's true. I won't. But at least
the same fucking color scheme.
But at least they aren't all the same animal. They had a little bit more imagination this time. I do love Voltron,
yeah, but also why it's called the Megazord, not the Dragon Zord.
No, I said the Megazord, but I want the Dragon Zord. It'll be the coolest thing until the Dragon Zord comes out. The Dragon Zord is the Green Ranger Zord, which also combines. Now, one thing that was cool is with the pterodactyl, it did come with all these little versions of the 5 Rangers there. You see, of course, the Mastodon's head becomes the shield, and just the detail they got pretty down right. And I do have to say, it was pretty fun to put together. Like, I opened them all up. I'm just looking for a thing to put us back on the screen. I opened them all up and I took them out and I left them in their solo form for a couple days and looked at them, and then finally I was like, all right, it's time to put the Megazord together, and it was fun to combine. I gotta say, that was a really fun experience. So it'll be nice to have the Power Rangers that go with the Zords. But one thing I forgot in the picture, which I'll show you, that I didn't attach as I carefully lift him up, and he's huge, by the way. His shield, I dropped his shield. But I forgot when I was posing the pictures. I forgot to add in the blasters there, and they do shoot, by the way, as well. It's like an actual toy where you can shoot the little pegs out. And I keep dropping the shield.
Again, I don't want to take anything away from Richie, but I'm pretty sure they used the exact molds from the '90s toy line.
Probably.
So it's basically just a 2025 version of a toy that came out in 1995. But that's okay. I'm not judging. I'm just merely stating a fact. So I'm aware of how the Megazord transforms and all of the things because I did that 30 years ago. And yes, Power Rangers came out more than 30 years
Over
ago.
30 years ago now, yeah.
If you're old, like we are, older, well, you're welcome for that slap in the face that I just gave you. But Power Rangers is 30 years old.
Yep. Yes. Now, moving on.
Drink some water and maybe take it easy on your back if you remember when Power Rangers were... Because you're pretty old.
Now to some DC Multiverse figures that I had waiting for me. I think I teased them last episode as well. But first off, the Dark Archer, who I said that another EB location was going to be holding the platinum for me. However, the staff member was not familiar with the difference between platinum and non-platinum. I don't grudge them. I didn't have to go far. It was just train yards I went. No, Innis that I went. They said they had it. So it's not like I had to go far for it. So they did not have the platinum. I am still on the look, the hunt for the platinum, but I do really, I am happy with this Dark Archer, and if I don't get the other one, which I know I will, because I make sure I get the things that I want. I'm kind of persistent that way.
Yes, you are. Very much so.
Very
much so.
But yeah, so that's the Dark Archer. Pretty cool. I do have to say, I totally fine with the fact that a lot of it is probably a reuse from the Green Arrow and Connor Hawk stuff. Like the bow's the same. The bow's a little bit different actually, but the arrows and the quiver is the exact same mold that they've been using for all their archers for all the figures that I've gotten, so I don't care. I just like the character. Next though, we've got, here's all of the accessories except for the extra head that Deathstroke comes with, which is a lot of guns, and I found a way
so many big guns
to actually pose
Did you find a way to turn one gun into 5 guns?
No.
Or 5 guns into 1 gun?
No, but I did find a way through my pictures at one point to have him posed with all of the things at once. So I think it's this one, yeah. So he's got something holstered. He's got the one in the back. The bandolier is good because it's actually a separate piece, so that's how you can stick the other weapon down his back, like that. But they didn't have. I haven't seen a platinum in Ottawa for this one yet. The platinum's kind of for this one's kind of a wait and see for me anyway. Like I won't order it from a website, but if I see it and it gives me that special action figure feeling, then I'll pick it up. But
well, this is definitely the figure that you get if you want to keep the King of England out of your face.
Yeah.
So that's the way it works.
Moving on to one of the coolest ones. Starting off with his accessories, Kite Man, hell yeah! Now it isn't it isn't like a fabric or like a pleather type cape. It is a molded plastic, but it is done so well.
Uh-oh.
It is done so well that it does look like it is like some sort of like leathery substance. So
they did a nice job with the sculpt on that.
Yeah.
It looks again. I thought it was pleather or something, and it's molded plastic.
Molded.
Well done.
It is very well done.
Well done. I gave Mcfarlane a lot of shit in the last couple episodes, but well done on this figure, Mcfarlane toys. Nice work on the kite. Job.
And you'll see there's the underside of the kite, and there's he has the backpack to pose separately. So I put it on to show what it looks like without the thing attached, and then with the backpack. And then, of course, that is the same thing that the kite goes into. And I also got some new stands that I have to tell you about in another episode as well.
I like this. I knew you were going to like this.
Yeah, and I was initially
right, so
tepid on this one. But
you're welcome. I knew you would like it. I like it, and I'm not a big Kite Man fan.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a win, so you are welcome.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm very glad for the next one that I did get the platinum. That's the only one that they received, and that is Metron. Because he just this version just looks so cool. There he is, standing without his chair. I did that on purpose first, front and back. There's the chair. It does come in two pieces. I admittedly took longer than it should have for me to put together, just because I was kind of really high. But yeah.
It's not an excuse when 99% of the time you are really high. You know that, right?
There he is in all his glory, posed in his chair.
It's all cheered up. It's his Archie Bunker pose.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a dated reference right there.
And that's is all that I bought last week that I added this time, because I did get a few other things, but I decided to save them for next week, because I picked up some other cool things.
Richie, we'll just pretend that it's shit that you bought last week.
Exactly.
That's all. It's a funny thing.
I teased the Puppet Master stuff to people, but I didn't actually get the pictures done till today, so they're not in this episode. So I'm sorry. No? I know you were really looking forward to the most obscure horror figures ever, but I'm sorry. I can only...
Next thing you're going to be apologizing for taking too long with your sleepaway camp action figure review. It's the only thing I can. It's the only thing I can think of. It's more obscure than well, whatever you the. I forgot the name of the toys that you were talking about.
Puppet Master.
That's how obscure they are.
Yeah.
Puppet Master. I don't know what that is. I've never seen it. It's very obscure.
Yeah, it is.
You know what?
One of those terribly awesome franchises. So,
and look, if you want to see a terrible movie that they would never make today, go and watch Sleepaway Camp.
Yes,
I guarantee. I don't know if you never heard of it before.
Don't look into it.
Research.
Don't look into it.
Go watch the movie. You will be offended, and it has a bonkers ending that is insane. And is it offensive? Yeah, it's pretty offensive as well. Pretty offensive as well. So, so if you don't mind, go in, don't look into anything and experience it. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of Sleepaway Camp?
Send me an email at info@speakingbulletsreloaded.com.
A movie came out literally like 46 years ago and we're still So you know what? They did something right with it, but it's fucking bonkers. So there you go.
All right, we get to let Tupper talk about some toys now, because he's got something to review.
Very exciting. I love doing this. So we're talking about toys, specifically G.I. Joe ones, because that's the one I tend to get more than else. And up this week, it was teased. We teased it. Here it is. It is the Frag Viper figure from the G.I. Joe Classified line. This guy is out now. It's available in stores. The Frag Viper was actually one of my favorite Cobra villains from when I was a kid, because I really did love that Hi-Li weapon to huck the grenades. I mean, it's just so unique. And I mean, Hi-Li was super popular back then, so it was really kind of crazy that they included it with a G.I. Joe toy as a way to launch grenades at the enemy. So it's just a great design, great look.
I do have to say,
really
did
a
pose
great
there
job
with the running and the two Uzis. That's a good pose. So,
thank you, sir. I strive to pose properly with these great toys, these great figures. This is one of the big differences between figure and the old figure from the 80s is that the figure in the 80s, you couldn't take the helmet off. So this one, they did include the option of taking the helmet off. Gave him like cybernetic features on his face, so he's kind of like cybernetically enhanced to be this, grenade throwing.
He kind of looks
monster.
Sith-like.
It's a great pose, and this is definitely, I think, one of the big draws to this one is that face without the mask is awesome. The mask is awesome, but the face without the mask is awesome. It just really gives you a lot of variety, especially if you're an and you're going to get a couple of these. This is going to look great on your shelf with the helmet, without the helmet. It's a really fantastic G.I. Joe figure. I'm really impressed with the design. I love the look of this. It's really just a great upgrade from what we got in the 1980s. I could do without the throwing grenade accessory. It's really kind of pointless, but it is kind of cool that they show how it works.
Mm-hmm.
The backpack is ultra detailed and shows you the grenades that come with it. It all fits together very easily. My only negative about this is that the tube that connects from the grenade launcher backpack to the Hi-Li grenade throwing device is a little bit, you can only get so many poses out of it, and it warp and bend. So I feel like over time, depending on your poses, you may experience some ripping or some damage with that hose.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to be a little bit careful with it. But I mean, the accessories on this guy are great. The posability is great. I mean, this is, if you were even mildly interested in this toy in the 80s, you absolutely have to. This is part of the classified line. Mm-hmm. This is an absolute winner for me. I love it. I think it's great. This is a 9.5. I mean, again, the classified lines just keep getting more and more deep with what they're pulling from, but they're doing a really great job again of taking those figures from the 80s and making them both accessible to the old collectors and also adding new and interesting touches. That mask coming off with that face is top notch. Brilliant
Did
stuff.
the character ever take the mask off in the show?
No,
okay.
Because it's just a soldier. It's just a soldier,
the grunt,
and it was one of those things where they saw this and they were like, what can we add to this that will make it interesting to the collectors? And it's almost like you make the story in your own head of where to go. And by having that kind of like technical cybernetic look to that head that's under that mask, well, then you can kind of create anything you want with it. Yeah. And I love that. I love it when you take a figure that they design and they send out to you and then the storyline and this is one of the best examples of that from the classified line. Yeah. It's a great toy. I love it. 9.5 out of 10. So good. And I'm going to give you a sneak preview, which I don't have physically, but I did buy it yesterday, and I do have the date of September 12th for delivery, but I will be reviewing the armored Cobra Commander.
Nice.
I did just get that.
I saw him at EB Games the other day when I popped in. They had a couple of them. So
nice. Those were supposed to come out. They were supposed to come out in October. And then they got them released a little bit early, and I'm like, gotta get that. I was a big fan of as a kid. Just like with the Frag Viper, I really, really enjoyed the super armored Cobra Commander. So I'm very excited that he's coming and that I get to review him on the show. Gonna be good.
I've only seen pictures of it, and I'm not sure if it was done by Hasbro or not, but there was that Cobra Commander Once a Man figure. Was that Hasbro?
That was Hasbro.
That looked really cool, and if I ever saw that somewhere, I would probably grab it. So
it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and I believe it is still available. So if you did want to get that, Richie, go on a Hasbro Pulse, and you can. I think it'll still be available. I'm not 100% certain, but that was like a San Diego thing from last year. And I think it's still available for purchase on. So look into it. You might get lucky. But it would be it's really cool.
Speaking of Hasbro exclusives, the Mephisto, I believe because they put a certain period for the pre-order. There was like a window. I believe that window is up now. I decided not to pre-order it. Looks really, really cool and stuff, but I was like, I don't really need it. So.
Yeah, I mean, there is a whole bunch of stuff, too, over at Pulse. I still have to hope that I can get my hands on that snake armor.
You know what's going to happen now, right after we finish recording, is I'm going to go look at the Hasbro Pulse site.
You should check and see if the snake armor is available still, and if there's any like dates for not being available. I think that's going to be available, but I'm putting that on my Christmas list this year because I gots to get that snake armor at some point. That was my favorite thing that they teased this year, and it is out, and people are buying it. I gotta get that, and I gotta review it for the show because I'm obsessed with it. Even right now, I'm like, oh my god, I hope I chance because it's just anyway. Yeah. We'll see.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that is all we've got for you this week, folks. But
massive show.
Next week, we're gonna have some more older DC Multiverse stuff that I had picked up, some older stuff that I've crossed off my list. Plus, finally, the Puppet Master stuff, and my She-Hulk arrived just the other day, so we'll be looking at that as well. The Fantastic Four Marvel Legends She-Hulk. I do like when I receive stuff and I can sort of like say, tune in next time to hear about this. So.
Yeah. Plus a bunch of coming soons. We always have some really cool stuff to talk about, and fill your eyes and ears with Toy Joy.
Toy Joy. That's right.
Do I want to use that phrase, Toy Joy?
I think so. I think it's acceptable. Yeah.
You know what? I said it, so it's happening.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. See you next week, folks.
Bye.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
1984, I know it's hard to remember. All 1980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them.
Every episode.
Now.
With the Wu-Tang. Maybe I should start ending with Wu-Tang quotes.
Oh, there you go.
Song. Just pick a different Wu-Tang song. Week.